So today we're going to touch on how you can balance cycling, strength training and nutrition to get the optimum results you're looking for when it comes to improving your cycling performance. So this is a key factor that we work on with our clients on a regular basis, helping them balance their cycling training, their off the bike training when it comes to weight training, and also their nutrition. So helping them to lose weight but also get the most out of their training performance by fueling well while they're training. So we cover all aspects of that with our clients, but it really starts with looking at how much recovery they have within their training, because a lot of our clients have demanding jobs, busy work schedules, family lives to consider. So it's really important when building a training plan that you focus on how much recovery you have available to you. And that's one of the things that we start off first of all. We focus on how much sleep they're getting. Are they getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night? Sleep is really essential because it releases your body's growth hormones, which is critical for muscle repair and overall recovery. And quality sleep also sharpens your mental focus and overall performance. So if you're not getting adequate sleep, trying to train on a limited amount of sleep can be very, very challenging. Being able to perform well at your job, perform well as a parent or partner is also going to be very challenging. So looking at how much sleep you have is one of the key factors that we focus on first. It's probably the actually number one factor that we focus on. We really look at how much sleep they're getting and how can we prioritize their training around the sleep available. So if I do a night shift, then we're not going to provide a training plan that's going to force them to train on top of limited sleep. If they're having limited sleep, then they're going to be training less. On the days when they do have adequate amount of sleep, they can train a bit more. But it's really important that you really prioritize your sleep first of all before you go and do anything else. Then also looking at active recovery as well, because while training hard is really, really important, a lot of people don't really focus on active recovery as much and think just recovery is putting their feet up for the day and not doing very much. When in fact, active recovery, maybe going for a recovery ride, which would be a really low intensity bike ride for an hour, probably best done on a turbo trainer where you can keep your heart rate nice and low, or going for a light walk, a light run, maybe doing some stretching, some yoga, going for a light swim. All these are really good at help keeping the blood flow going throughout the muscles and helping just to kind of aid recovery a bit more. So including a few active recovery days, at least once a week, I would recommend, is really key in terms of helping to focus on your recovery process and balance your training out throughout the week. Also, really focus on your nutrition as well. So post-workout nutrition is really key. You want to consume a mixture of carbs and protein within 30 minutes of your workout or your ride, and this will significantly enhance your recovery. So this is going to help to replenish the glycogen stores that you've lost alongside protein to help improve and aid muscle repair as quickly as possible. And you want to really think about what you're consuming post-ride just as much as what you're consuming pre-ride, because this will aid your recovery quicker and now allow you to train more consistently throughout the week. So what you're eating in your post-ride meal is going to set you up for a good ride the next day. So it's really key that you're replenishing everything in order to train consistently, not just thinking you can eat whatever you want off the bike and still train at your best. So once you've focused on getting your recovery sorted and you're prioritizing your sleep and your training schedule around your sleep availability, then you want to focus on how you can schedule your workouts for optimum results. So balancing cycling training requires a sort of a really well thought out schedule, and we're going to go through how you can structure a week to make the most out of your workouts without burning out, because it can be very easy to overdo it, do far too much far too soon and not be able to be consistent with that in the long run. So prioritizing your goals is one of the key things that you want to focus on. So you want to have a primary goal, look at where you're aiming to be in the next 6 months or so. You might have a secondary goal or an A and a B goal. I always say to my clients, what's your A race, what's your B race for the year? And It might not be a race, it could be just a sporty. And really align your schedule to focus on those rather than just training for training's sake. So prioritize your goals first of all is really key. Then you want to make sure you're having some alternative days. So alternative days mean that you're going to be cycling on maybe a Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and then hit the weights on a Tuesday and Thursday. And this gives your muscles time to repair and adapt in between sessions. You certainly don't want to be riding day after day, depending on the session. If you are riding day after day and not doing much weight training, then you want to be making sure that you follow a hard session with an easy session. So you're just allowing your body to recover in between those sessions. Certainly following a hard day's riding with another hard day's riding might be okay in one instance, but if you're doing that regularly, it can lead to an increased risk of injury and burnout. Also, if you're looking to incorporate more strength training around your cycling schedule, then you want to look at maybe some hybrid days, something that I do quite a bit in the winter, and that's do my weight training in the morning and cycling in the evening. And that cycling session is only going to be really a zone 2 session. It's not going to be anything that's going to be too intense, which is going to be impacted from the weightlifting that I've done, but trying to cram as much in as I can in one day. If you have the time available, then hybrid days are really good ways of doing that. So think about hybrid days where you cycle and lift in the same day. And also you want to look at intensity management. So like I mentioned previously there, you don't want to go out hard as you can in every session. Follow a hard session with an easy session. So really focus on balancing out your training and also your weight training as well. You don't want to be lifting really heavy. You can easily go in and do a light maintenance session where you drop the weights for a session, still go through the process of lifting weights as you would do within your routine, but just not lifting as heavy. So giving your body a little bit of recovery space to adapt and progress. And then this should allow you to go back into the gym maybe next week and lift heavier again. And then finally, if you're looking at balancing your cycling strength training and nutrition, is planning your nutrition. It's really key. If you want to eat well, you have to plan ahead. And unfortunately, if you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail. So looking at how you can make small tweaks in your routine to make things a little bit easier for you. So this could be meal planning. So writing down a meal plan, just give you an idea of what you want to eat throughout the week. This can be really loose. It doesn't have to be rigid. And I would say just having an idea of what you can have for breakfast, lunch and dinner just helps you not to have that extra bit of thinking in the mornings or when it comes to meal time. So you might have the same breakfast every day. You might be able to prepare some breakfast ahead of time. You could do some Bircher muesli that you can prepare ahead of time and have those in the fridge ready to go if you need to get out the door quite quickly in the mornings, take it to work with you, or make a big meal and then you've got something to consume 2 or 3 days within the week because you've made a big batch of meals. So batch cooking is really key when it comes to helping to eat well. If you're going to cook just for you and your partner or even for yourself, just try to make as much as you can within that one sitting rather than trying to make just one meal, because that way you're not going to spend every night in the kitchen cooking. You might spend a couple hours, a couple days a week, and then once you've batch cooked, you've got loads of stuff in the fridge ready to go that you can just put in the microwave, warm up on the hob or in the oven, and it's going to be really easy to stick to healthy meals rather than if you've got nothing prepared, come home from work, busy, tired, you might have finished a cycling session, you've got nothing in the fridge. Most of the time, you're going to probably reach for a takeaway or something convenient like a ready meal. So your options probably going to be worse based on the fact that you're tired and you haven't prepared anything. So preparing ahead of time is really key, and that will make things a lot easier for you. And then the last thing is trying to look at portable snacks you can take to work with you or on the go. So you can make your own protein bars at home. Certainly taking a handful of nuts and seeds are really good. And these are really, really good in terms of healthy snacks that you can make to make things a lot easier for you. So I think if you've got those kind of things available to you, then fantastic. Maybe look more at fruit that you can take, maybe some chopped up veg and hummus as well. these are really key and good ideas to keep things nice and simple. You can also buy some good healthy snacks, but I would try to make most of it at home. Probably the naked bars are probably the ones that aren't too bad, that haven't really got as much sort of processed rubbish in them. So try to keep it as simple as possible and keeping away from as much processed food as I can. And certainly, if you keep it as nature intended, some nuts and fruit, you can make your own protein bars like the ones that you can get from Naked Bars at home quite easily as well. So having a good meal plan, having a good structured workout plan, and prioritizing your recovery are the key elements that you really want to focus on when it comes to balancing your cycling training, your strength training, and your nutrition to get the most out of your performance. And if you want some tips or some help with any of those, I do have a free recipe guide and nutrition guide that you can access if you want to sign up for my free weekly newsletter. Every Friday, I release some tips and strategies and tools to help you lose weight, gain strength, and cycle stronger. So just click the link in the description to this video below where you can grab those guides and sign up to my weekly newsletter. And if you've got any other comments about today's video or questions, let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.